All right, we have a 2025 6th Gen 4Runner in the shop today, and we're gonna show you how to install our CBI rock sliders on it. This one's specifically for the vehicles without the threads in your frame, so stick with us and we'll show you how it's done. All right, guys, before you do anything, we want you to go check your 4Runner. Crawl under, take a look at your frame, and if your frame just has holes, then you'll need to get a specific hardware kit with plus nuts that will install. If you're lucky, you'll have the frame with threaded nuts onto the frame, and that'll be a separate hardware kit, so just make sure you get the right one when you order. All right, real quick, we want to run you through the hardware. Of course, check over everything and make sure you have all that's supposed to be provided with this kit. So you'll have your 2 rock sliders, of course, and then moving over to hardware, this one's a little bit unique because it doesn't have the threads in the frame. So on each side, you'll have 6 5/16 plus nuts with the bolts and washers. You'll also have a couple M10 bolts with washers, a large 1/2-inch bolt with a washer, a 1/2-inch strut washer, and then a nut. And then finally, you'll have a plus nut install tool. So it'll be a long 5/16 bolt, 2 small washers, and you'll stack them together like that. Then throw your coupling nut over that. And from here, we can thread on our plus nut, and then we'll show you over on the vehicle how we install these. All right, we're over on the passenger side of the vehicle, and we wanted to quickly show you all the holes that we'll be installing plus nuts into. So on the back, next to our plastic plug, we have 2 bolts. On the driver's side, those 2 holes will be behind the plug, so keep that in mind. Then moving forward, we have a little support bracket right here, and those 2 holes right below it will be used. And then moving forward, we have 2 holes up here that are a little bit more spaced out than these 2, so you should be able to identify those pretty easy. And then the holes on the front is where our M10 hardware will go in, and we don't need to modify those at all. All right, we're going to put our plus nut on with our installation tool. And to get those in, a lot of times you have to tap them, pop them in. On these upper ones, it is a little more difficult to use, so I have a pry bar with a little angle on the end, and with that I can get up on top of the bolt and give it a few smacks and it should pop right in. All right, and installing this, I grabbed a 9/16 wrench and then a 1/2-inch socket. So I'll hold the tool, put my wrench on, and then I'll press it up against the vehicle. You want this to be sitting flush against the frame, and then I'll start tightening. And it doesn't need to be crazy tight, you just need to snug it up pretty good. And make sure this isn't spinning or that plus nut will not compress and tighten up against the frame. All right, before we can lift our rock slider up, we do need to take out these plugs. So if you just get a large screwdriver, flathead, and get behind the plug, you can work it out. And then you can usually put it through the frame and then push the one on the other side out. And now we're ready to lift our rock slider up and put all our hardware in. All right, I'm gonna grab a buddy, and this is gonna make this a lot easier. We're both gonna lift it up against the vehicle and grab our hardware and then start it by hand. So all the plus nuts are gonna be 5/16, and then again up front is gonna be the M8 hardware. You're gonna need a 1/2 inch socket for these 5/16 bolts, and then you'll need a 17mm for the M10 bolts. All right, we got all our hardware started. The last bolt is this larger 1/2 inch bolt, and this will pass through the frame, and then you'll use a strut washer on the other side, and then our nut. A lot of times, without the frame being perfectly flush up against the frame, it's difficult to get this nut started. So what I like to do, I like to put the bolt through and make sure it all lines up. Then I'll get a transmission jack and lift the whole slider so that the brackets butt up against the bottom of the frame. So that way it's all the way up. And then I'll go along and I'll tighten all the side bolts to suck it in. And then from there, that usually gives me just enough space to get these thrown on. And then from there, we can tighten it down. All right, just a quick pro tip. This bolt is pretty difficult to get to. It's right in between the frame and the gas tank right here. To get it started, I like to grab a little magnet with the washer, and then I'll stick it up onto the bolt and pull down, and it'll pull off and stay on there. And then I also like to get a wrench, some tape, and then we use that tape to hold the nut on the wrench so it's not falling off. And then from there, we can reach up and get it started from this side spinning the bolt. All right, we just got all our hardware tightened down. From here, we're gonna cut off our wrap and bubble wrap. We just kept it on there to protect our rock slider. And once you get that off, it should be all good to go. All right, it's the same process on the other side, rinse and repeat. Remember, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you out in the trails.